This episode is sponsored in parts by our friend Enterprise DB. Enterprise DB has been powering enterprise applications with PostgreSQL for 15 years, and now Enterprise DB has you covered wherever you deploy PostgreSQL, on premises, private cloud, and they just announced a fully managed service on AWS and Azure called Big Animal, all one word. Don't leave managing your database to your cloud vendor because they're too busy launching another half dozen managed databases to focus on any one of them that they didn't build themselves. Instead, work with the experts over at Enterprise DB. They can save you time and money. They can even help you migrate legacy applications, including Oracle, to the cloud. To learn more, try Big Animal for free. Go to biganimal.com/snark and tell them Corey sent you. Hello and welcome to the AWS Morning Brief. I'm Corey Quinn. I'm up in Portland, Oregon this week, where I'll be hosting a drink up on Wednesday night, but more to come on the newsletter and on the Twitters. Let's get into it. What happened last week in AWS? Announcing new console query editor for Amazon QLDB. I keep asking it what a real-world use case for QLDB is, but the query goes unanswered. I have impressions and hints, but nothing concrete yet. Amazon Lex automated chatbot designer is now generally available. This apparently works by taking transcripts of chat conversations and using ML to design the chatbot appropriately. I want to be clear, had it had any other interface whatsoever, I would have torn it apart for invalidating the entire value proposition of having a chatbot in the first place. Good work, AWS. Announcing a new AWS Bills page experience. AWS has launched a Bills page that makes things better for customers, but also removed the one-shot quick look I can do in someone's account just to get a bird's-eye view of where the money's going. We, by which I mean principal cloud economist Alex Rasmussen, built an internal tool to generate that from the CSV available on that page instead, but that thing, of course, requires legacy detailed billing reports to be enabled. The life of a cloud economist is beset with frustration, it would seem. AWS WAF CAPTCHA is now generally available. At last, there's a viable alternative to helping Google improve its self-driving car algorithms under the guise of proving that I'm a human being via their reCAPTCHA offering. Integrating Amazon S3 malware scanning into your application workflow with cloud storage security. If I never have to see another, we grab files out of S3 onto an EC2 box, run a virus scanner on it, then put it back into S3 workflow, I will be a slightly happier person. New, high-volume outbound communication with Amazon Connect outbound campaigns. AWS has gotten deadly serious in their attempts to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Now in preview, Amazon Code Whisperer ML-powered coding companion. I've been using GitHub Copilot for a while, and I really like it. For me, it's less about let AI write code for me and more about what are the parameters this function expects or demands. It's about boilerplate reduction, not automating my job away. Now that AWS is getting into the space, I view their offering as something of a bellwether as to whether or not they have the capability to move up the developer experience ladder. Cryptographic signing for containers. With 17 ways to run containers on AWS, it's important that the container you run is the container that you think you're running. Let's face it, on-call firefighting at 2 a.m. is stressful. So there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is that you probably can't prevent incidents from happening, but the good news is that Incident.io makes incidents less stressful and a lot more valuable. Incident.io is a Slack-native incident management platform that allows you to automate incident processes, focus on fixing the issues, and learn from incident insights to improve site reliability and fix your vulnerabilities. Try Incident.io to recover faster and sleep more. Amazon DevOps Guru for RDS under the hood. I always like these how AWS built something that they then offer for sale level of insight into what's going on. It's a fun read. Large object storage strategies for Amazon DynamoDB. I'm pleasantly surprised to discover that this is more than store a pointer to an S3 object. Strongly recommend reading it. Introducing Amazon Marketing Cloud Insights on AWS. This is the kind of integration story that Amazon historically has been very weak on. If this works, it's a big leap forward. I'll even forestall my usual unflattering opinion on Amazon ads ruining the retail experience of being an Amazon customer, just because I want to see where this goes. New Twitch series, AWS Cloud Quest. Cloud Practitioner launches June 22nd. I should clear some time and do my own run-through of their Cloud Quest game on Twitch myself. I promise my version will be significantly more sarcastic than theirs. And finally, how do you process space data and imagery in low Earth orbit? Amazon has sent the AWS Snow Cone, also known as the world's crappiest Kindle, to the ISS for localized data processing. Note that this is in low Earth orbit, so it's immediately blown past by the AWS bill, skyrocketing far beyond its reach. And that's what happened last week in AWS. I'm Corey Quinn. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
This has been a Humble Pod production. Stay humble.